Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss some of the reasoning questions which are frequently asked in the CBSE exams. So the first question is from the chapter haloalkane and haloarine. Two structures are given and which one is more reactive towards the SN1. So the order of reactivity you must know for the SN1 is 1 degree, greater than 2 degree, greater than 3 degree. So first of all we have to identify which one is a 1, 2 or 3 degree. So when we just mention here, the first structure here is chlorocyclohexane is a 2 degree, whereas this structure here it is a 1 degree, which means 1 degree is more reactive than the secondary structure here. Now the next question involves the Sedzeff rule, or we can say the beta elimination reaction here. Write the structure of the major alkene formed by the beta elimination reaction. Now what do you mean by the beta elimination reaction? That hydrogen from the beta position, for example this is the carbon here attached, haloalkane is the alpha carbon, so the carbon attached to this is a beta carbon, so now there will be the elimination of HBr. Now probability of removal of this H is greater because at this carbon there will be no H here, hence the product will be like this. So this is the only product and the major one, because for the Br, removal of H can only takes place from this side only. So we get this as a major product. Now if the question is like in this way, at this CH3 if H is present, then yes, elimination will take place from this carbon, H from this carbon and Br from that. So then in the product the double bond will arise at this position, but it can be only possible if instead of CH3 if H is present, because here CH3 present and no elimination of H can takes place from the beta carbon. So now from this beta carbon H eliminate and give rise to this product. Now the next question, where we have to find out the chiral carbon. The chiral carbon is the one where all the four groups are different. So in the first case, if it is for example C, then HH, so both substituent are same, so it cannot be chiral, so this one will be achiral. In this case, if this is the carbon here, at the upper side Cl and the lower side H, but at both sides same ethyl group are present, which means both are achiral. So there is no chiral center present in these two examples. Now next and very important question which is frequently asked in the exam, that out of chlorobenzene and cyclohexyl chloride, which is more reactive towards the nucleophilic substitution reaction. So generally haloarenes are less reactive. The reason behind this, because of the partial double bond character arises here. Due to this double bond character it is difficult to remove, or we can say this carbon here it is sp2 hybridized. So in both the cases we can say chlorobenzene is less reactive in comparison to the cyclohexyl chloride towards the nucleophilic substitution, and the key word is there that in chlorobenzene there is a partial double bond character which arises, due to which it becomes less reactive. So cyclohexyl is more chloride, cyclohexyl chloride is more reactive, whereas chlorobenzene is less reactive because of partial double bond character which arises due to resonance. Now the next question, among all the isomers of the molecular formula C4H9Br, which one is optical active, which one is highly reactive, and two isomers give same product on beta elimination. So let's draw all the isomers of C4H9Br. So now these are the isomer, 1 bromobutane, 2 bromobutane, this can be 2 bromo 2 methyl propane, this can be 1 bromo 2 methyl propane. So out of these, which one is the optical active? Now this one will be optically inactive because here carbon both H are same, optically inactive. Here also 3 group are same, optically inactive. Here also optically inactive. But this carbon where at one side Br, at other side H, at other side CH3 and another side ethyl, so all the four sides are different, which means this isomer is optically active. Now the next question, which one is highly reactive towards SN2? Now order of reactivity for SN2 is 3 degree, greater than 2 degree, greater than 1 degree. So out of these three This one is 3 degree, which is highly reactive towards nucleophilic reaction. Then the next two isomers which give same product on beta elimination. Now beta elimination will give rise to an alkene. Now these last two examples, beta elimination means H from here, Br from here, double bond on this side. Again in this case, H from here, Br from here. So again double bond on this side, and we are getting prop 1-ene or 2-methyl prop 1-ene. So when we eliminate, in both the cases, the product will be CH3, C, CH3. I'm just writing here. CH3, C, CH3, double bond, CH2. So both isomer on beta elimination will give the same product. So this is the answer. It is a very important here. Now next conversion is from but 1-ene to 1-iodobutane. In the previous video I have already discussed, in many of the conversion the name reaction is used. Now from but 1-ene we have to just form 1-iodobutane, and if we add HBr in presence of peroxide, it will give 1-bromobutane, just for example like this, 1-bromobutane, and then we performed a Finkelstein reaction. Then there is just exchange of NaI with Br will take place, because for the formation of I we must use this Finkelstein reaction. So now iodobutane is formed. So first step is addition of HBr in the presence of peroxide. If you don't mention here peroxide, then Br will go to the second carbon. Then we get the 2-bromobutane, and in the product we get 2-iodo. But here since we have to form 1-iodo, that is why we are using peroxide here. Now the next is conversion benzene to acetophenone. So this is again a name reaction, Friedel-Crafts acylation, where we directly treat benzene with CH3COL, and in the presence of AlCl3 it forms acetophenone. Acetyl chloride react with benzene, form acetophenone. Next is ethanol to propane nitrile. So from ethanol we get the haloalkane by treatment with PCl5, and then just using an ambidentate ligand. So it is again a step up reaction where one carbon is added, and it is already uploaded in the last video. So I hope you are able to understand all these questions from the haloalkane and haloarine.